What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Real Estate with Wes, episode 37. Let's get right into it. Welcome to episode 37 of Real Estate with Wes. On this episode, we're talking about some funny, weird, and interesting agent stories. So last week, I was looking on a vlog and it had like the past 2 years of just stories from agents on really weird, interesting, and funny experiences through our daily work. So I had to share with you the funny 5 that I found in this vlog. So for story number 1, this one's called Pool Party. This is an agent who shared her experience and was quoted saying, quote, "We sold a house last year and had not one, but 2 people actually fall straight into the pool during showings. One was another realtor who had her face buried in her phone, shocker. She walked directly into the pool by accident. Phone, clothes, everything was soaked. Not only was she in the pool, but then she had to do the rest of the day with her clients sopping wet. Poor girl." Hey, if you're not looking where you're going, are you really able to put the blame on anyone else other than yourself? So interesting story number 2, this is from a broker in the Albany, New York region. This one's called Privacy Please. He's quoted saying, "We started to enter the first floor unit of an investment property when we quickly realized that the tenants were still in the unit. Long story short, they were engaging in sexual activity. As we opened the door to the unit, we were quickly and unexpectedly greeted with loud noises coming from one of the bedrooms. I quickly closed the unit door. To make matters worse, the key ended up getting stuck in the door. I quickly started to panic as I was afraid the tenants would hear me trying to release the key from the door by very aggressively jiggling it. Luckily, after a quick prayer," I can just imagine them sitting there like, Hail Mary, full of... "Luckily, after a quick prayer, the key released itself and we swiftly left." Alright, interesting story number 3. This is called Rooftop of Horror. This is an agent who was going up to the rooftop deck and is quoted saying, "I was setting up the rooftop deck when I was injured by a heavy steel door." She remembers, "I was bleeding quite a bit when our first potential buyer arrived. Thankfully, he was a doctor and he ran to his car to get his emergency kit. He and his friend helped me and tended to my wound in the main bathroom. As the 3 of us sat in silence in the shower, my mom eagerly said, 'The good news is that 3 people can easily fit in the shower.' This led to much needed laughter, and the property sold the next day to that very same doctor. Hey, you know what? If that's what it took, man, I would take a quick injury as well, as long as it wasn't anything permanent to get that house sold." Alright, interesting story number 4. This is titled Wildly Inappropriate Animals. The agent's quoted saying, "I sat at an open house once. And when I walked in the family room, the bird would always whistle and catcall at me. Instead of being freaked out, I was more flattered." She goes on to say it was flatulence, not flattery, that got her client's attention. She wrote on LinkedIn, quote, "I was doing an open house and my clients had warned me that their cat had a flatulence problem, and a very smelly one at that. Sure enough, every time someone came in, the cat would stand by me and let out the most horrible fart. Everyone was looking at me with disgust. They totally thought it was me, and I think blaming the cat only made them more suspicious." I can so see that. Like, who would think that it's the cat every time? Like, oh my god, that's just unfortunate. You gotta just take blame and say that you got stomach problems or something. I don't know what, or yikes, get the cat out the house. Alright, interesting story number 5. This one's called, oh boy, Toilet Time. The agent quoted saying, "I was hosting a busy open house and the home was vacant, which meant the utilities had been turned off, including water." She goes on to say, "About halfway through the open house, I hear a mother shriek from the hall bathroom. She had allowed her son to use the restroom, and this 5-year-old laid a load that a buffalo would have been proud of." A buffalo? Oh my God, in a non-working toilet. The agent goes on to say the mother was mortified and they ran off as quickly as they could. Thankfully, the neighbors had a bucket on the side of the house which I filled with water and used to fill the tank on the toilet. It flushed just fine and all was well. Oh my God. I would have panicked myself. I don't know. I mean, I think I would have known to put the water in the bowl, but that's a shitty situation. That'll do it on this week of Real Estate with Wes. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week on 38. Till then, have a great week, and remember, the glass is always half full.